Most companies spend months debating whether they should or should not redesign their website. Endless meetings, endless opinions, and during that time, they're losing traffic, leads, and credibility every single day. If you even think your website might be underperforming, then it almost certainly is. I'm going to break down 5 scenarios where it makes sense for your company to redesign its website. If your company checks even one of these boxes, it's time for a redesign. Let's get into it. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Bailey Canning. I'm an independent full-stack marketing strategist based in Denver, Colorado, working with my clients on branding, web design and development projects, and ongoing marketing retainers. Let me just state the obvious to get this one started here. If your website isn't generating leads for your company, then it's almost certainly time for a redesign, because the role of your website is not to just sit there and look pretty. It needs to actually produce results. This is especially true if you're consistently creating content. If you're getting traffic but no inquiries, then something regarding your UX, your copy, or your CTAs are broken. One action item right here is to check the analytics on your website. If you see low time on site and or high bounce rates, that means people are simply not engaged with what's being presented, and it's almost certainly time to rethink the entire design from the ground up. Second item here is going to be when your company and brand have evolved, but your website has not been updated to reflect that. So perhaps now your company is larger, maybe it's serving a different type of client, or just its overall messaging and presentation is way sharper. Whatever it is, if the current state of your company is not clearly reflected on your website, that means it's time for a significant update. If your site talks to the types of clients and customers you used to serve, but not the ones you're looking to attract today, then it's actively costing you opportunities. You may think that a website redesign is just a visual overhaul, mostly focused on aesthetics, but it goes way deeper than that. A proper website redesign will rethink your brand's positioning and communication strategy and its client avatars from the ground up. Because I can tell you, it is the visual design that gets people engaged with your website and want to actually check it out. But ultimately, it's your messaging, it's your copywriting, it's your call to actions, it's the entire flow of your site that is going to determine how successful it is in generating leads for your company. The third scenario here is when your tech stack is holding your company back from truly leveraging the website as a digital marketing machine. For example, maybe you built the website 5 to 10 years ago on an old, outdated WordPress theme that is extremely hard to update, it's extremely hard to work with, and it's honestly just resulting in a slow browsing experience for visitors. I can tell you with certainty, if that's the case, it's actively costing your company revenue. A site that has an outdated technical infrastructure is going to be way more costly to maintain than a website built on a modern platform like Webflow or Framer, because not only is it going to be much harder to work with when it comes to adding content to the website, creating new pages, implementing new features, but it's just going to take longer to actually update things on the website, and this delay is just going to cost your company money. That's why if you find yourself in this situation, I highly suggest you get on a modern website platform. This way you're going to be able to design anything possible on the web, but you're also going to have the CMS and technical infrastructure necessary to leverage the website as a proper marketing machine. Put simply, if you know updating your website's a hassle, it's already obsolete. The fourth one, and you're going to need to be a bit honest with yourself here, but if the website is clearly visually outdated, that's a huge sign it's time for a redesign. If you don't have a clean, modern, fresh brand image that's presented on your website, then you are set up to fail. Because think about it, today, people are essentially living their lives online. The website of your company is its digital storefront. No longer are people actually visiting businesses in person. Everything is happening online. And if you're not set up to play the game properly, you're set up to lose. Outdated visuals, cluttered layout, janky design, slow loading times, generic stock photography, All this signals to prospective clients and customers that your company is behind the times. They might even question whether or not you're still in business. And ultimately, they're just going to bounce and they're going to check out a competitor's website and they're going to choose to do business with them. Here's the cold, hard truth. If your company provides a great service, or maybe it has a fantastic product, if that is not clearly communicated and showcased on your website, it doesn't matter. The design of your website is your company's first impression online. And if you can't pass that, then there's no way you're going to be getting any inquiries from your website, plain and simple. A modern website design communicates trust, professionalism, and credibility. And this is what you need if you actually want to be able to generate leads online. All right, so as you're watching this video, if you're clearly coming to the conclusion that your company needs to redesign its website, I invite you to schedule a strategy call with myself. And during this call, it's not a sales pitch. Don't worry. I will simply take the time to learn more about your company, its industry, its competitors, and based on everything you tell me, I will help you outline a branding, web design and development roadmap, and ongoing marketing strategy so you can actually achieve your company's marketing and sales goals. Check out the link in the description. It's a 5-minute interactive video form to fill out. And if you're qualified, you'll be able to book time directly on my calendar. My fifth and final point here, and I touched on it previously, is going to be if your competitors have recently been leveling up their website, then yours has fallen just by comparison. And so if that's the case, then I implore you to stick up with the competition and invest in your website as well. Because if you don't, how can you honestly blame your prospective clients and customers for giving other companies in your industry the first shot at the sale? You can't. Because I can tell you, and it's just human psychology, that prospective clients will automatically perceive companies with better designed websites as providing a better service simply just based on those visual cues. So if you've seen your competitors on social media showcasing their new website, bragging about how great their branding and redesign process went, and your company is still with an old, outdated WordPress theme that hasn't been touched in a decade, then you know it is time to finally invest in a proper website redesign. Perception is reality. It doesn't matter how great your company is, with the fantastic team members, with the quality of its service, with its history in business, with its case studies and portfolio of work to back it all up. If you don't communicate this properly online with a modern, clean, excellent design, then quite frankly, it doesn't matter. Your company needs to have its website dialed in. If you don't, you're just choosing to actively market your company online on hard mode, because I can tell you from experience, when you have a great website that can actually serve as the foundation of your entire online marketing strategy, whether you choose to invest in paid ads, content creation, SEO, email, hint, you should be doing all of this. Everything just becomes significantly easier when you have a proper website with a fantastic design and the technical infrastructure necessary to actually engage in all these different marketing opportunities available today. That's it for me in this one. I hope you got a lot of value out of it. Subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.